Hi Stampers! It's Nicole Tuggerl with Be Creative with Nicole, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I've got a really cool little quick tip for you that has to do with the Big Shot and these great little embosslets. I was doing a project and I wanted to add a couple of butterflies, and I always have a hard time getting my butterflies to come out, especially these little tiny ones. So I tried something that you guys have probably already seen many times before with the dryer sheets, where you can use them on the different die cuts that are a little bit more intricate and fancy. Well, I thought, you know what, if it works on those, it's got to work on the embosslets. So I took my butterfly embosslet, and what I did was I put on the side of the embosslet, I'm going to open this up, this one I already run through for you. The side that has where you cut into it, which is the side that has no label on it, this is the side I laid my dryer sheet along. And then I put my cardstock in. Now to run it through, I'll tell you real quick and I'll show you how easily this pops out. I ran it through two different ways. I tried it the way that you're supposed to with tab 1, and it made it real tight, and the dryer sheet actually stuck to the embosslet. I also ran it through without any of these layers on just this surface here, and I did use the two cutting pads like you're supposed to. I ran it through this way and it popped out just great. I ran over it a couple times to make sure it would cut, but it came out real nice. So I want to show you, having that dryer sheet, these little guys don't stick at all to this because you're on the dryer sheet, and they come out great. This is one I actually ran through without any tabs and just the two cutting plates, because this adds a little bit of a layer too, a little extra thickness. And I noticed the cool thing too, I use scented dryer sheets because that's just what I have right now, and it's leaving a little bit of a film on here, which means it's going to help these pop out great even if I don't use this, I believe, because I think this is going to help put a little coating on it that'll help it pop out. So anyway, super quick and easy. And what's better than that, because now you can run these little guys through, and I actually just cut a piece off. This is 3 layers that I used together, and I just cut off a little part of my sheet here that you saw that I was using so that I can make it run through easier. And they just pop right out super easy, which makes my day a lot easier because I can get my projects done faster. Now I also want to share with you a fun way to store these, and I've shared this before a while back, but it was just on a blog post, but since I'm doing this video I'm going to show you again. This is how I store little cutouts. This is my little, you can get these containers so cheap. You can get like a pack of 4 for $1. And these actually are recycled baby food containers. I still have a little guy, he's not quite 2 yet, and so I still have a ton of these left over. Whenever I have extras of these little cutouts, I pop them into these containers. And then that way, when I need a butterfly and I don't feel like having to worry about getting up and figuring out what I'm going to cut or where I'm going to cut it, I can just go to my little boxes and I already have things. Like I've got some right here, in fact. Here's some butterflies in Very Vanilla. I've got other little cutouts and things here too from where I had done some projects and I had a bunch of circles cut out. So these little containers are great, and they line up just perfectly in this little slender box. So then I put these on my shelf, and when I'm looking for something, I just pull it out and see if I've got anything already cut out. Or if I'm needing some inspiration and thinking, what else can I add to this project? Same thing. I go to my little cutouts and I see what I've got. If you don't have any baby food containers because you don't have any little ones, no need to worry. You can go to Dollar Tree, and they have a package that has a bunch of these little containers here. And these little guys will fit in here too. You can pop these right in and put your cutouts in this too, and you'll actually fit more in this container because these are a tad bit smaller. But this is a bunch of these for $1. You get 8 for $1. And these little guys are fantastic for putting all your little cutouts and punch outs in. Even when you're doing a project, if you're doing a bunch of cards that at once and you want to go ahead and prep, punch everything out that you need or cut, and then have them in your containers ready to go for when you're ready to actually sit down and make your project. So that is my quick tip for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. For more information on any of these supplies, you can stop by my blog or my demonstrator website. The information will be listed below. Thanks so much for visiting today.